Cospers, welcome to Deep Heights. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to do a love reading. Let's see how it goes. I'm saying that because I don't always feel comfortable doing love readings because my energy's, as a reader, always a little bit more self-focused and kind of on that type of journey. I'm not always able to connect with these romantic love energies, but I do want to try. I do feel compelled to. So bear with me. Okay. I'm not going to do any set spread. I just kind of want to allow the cards the space to speak for you. Okay, so show me my cusper in love, please. Show me my cusper in love. Show me my cusper in love, please. Wow, okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Sun, and the Ten of Wands. Let me get the words out. There is a situation that you're having to release yourself from for your own mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. That it's inhibited your growth, and there's something about it that you must guard your innocence, that you must protect what it is about you that is innocent and vulnerable, that you're having to protect it maybe from someone else, that you're having a difficult time walking away and extricating yourself from a situation that you know isn't good for you. And it may have been going on for some time, because this character here is sitting, and this is the Ten of Wands, with the pack weighing heavily on their back. They're just sitting, that you can't move within that. And with the Sun here, with this, it's like almost like you burn for, like, you love them, you're not able to, but I feel like it's always so difficult when we love someone, when we deeply love another person who is not able, first of all, people who aren't good, men or women, and in all scenarios, we fall in love with people who are just not really good people, and we project our own goodness and our visions, our hopes, our dreams, all of this, capacity for beauty and life and intimacy, and we enter into a relationship with someone who is utterly lacking of all capability, desire, know-how to not only receive it, but they're not able to return it either. There's no exchange with them, and that's how I feel. And it's difficult. We have this Knight of Swords, and then the Five of Cups below that, and then the Two of Swords. That it's hurting you. It's hurting you in your mind. It's hurting your thought process. That it's weighing you down. It's going over and over again in your mind. There's a great sense of loss and a weight in the stomach and and right here, in the diaphragm. It just, like, your rib cage isn't able to lift up, that you can't even breathe. You're choking on this sorrow, on this blood of sadness. But you have this, we have the Queen of Pentacles energy here, a man or woman, and this is an energy that is very loving, a very caring, nurturing partner, that has the ability to be very intimate, that's very sensual, that you have this exchange of energies, just the power of touch, of being, of living. She's holding, I guess it could be a little bunny rabbit, or it could be a lamb, but something that is sacred, something that's vulnerable. And those are the parts of all of us, man or woman, when we enter into romantic love situations, we are exposed. And Cusper, you know, I don't think any Cusper, you know, with the Scorpio, you know, energy floating around, you know, even if a Libra can delight in love, the Scorpio delights in love as well, but it's much more secretive, it's much more hidden, it's deep. You know, it's a very deep love and intense. You know, and if you're allowing someone to come in, you know, or and desiring this, it's really hard to let go of a desire, of a deeply held desire. You know, those claws. You know, Libra is the claws of Scorpio. You know, and I feel like before Libra was taken away, before the sign of Libra was, you know, separated from the sign of Scorpio, you know, that you have the claws are closed. You know, right? This is just maybe not factual the way I envision it, and then it becomes the scales of Libra. You know, so it's like the hands are closed as it's with Scorpio, and then it's taken away, and those hands are open, right? You know, to you know, you know, so it's able to release something about releasing here, this balance, this letting go, the ability to be light and flowing with that, and to let all of this heaviness go. And I don't feel like the sun here is welcome. You know, here with this again, this theme of the sun. I just did the other reading that I'm going to call Fell on Black Days, like the Soundgarden. You know, it's the sun isn't really welcome. You don't. It's like you don't want to see the truth about somebody or about a situation. It hurts. You know, when these are experiences that should help us to grow. And you know, you know, through my own life and relationships that I've had, and have had wonderful relationships that were long lasting, but they come to an end because we grow and change as people. Some relationships, you know, some people meet and they fall in love and they're together for a lifetime, and it's magical and beautiful and wonderful. And some of them are fleeting, and you find out that they're a total, you know, piece of shit of a person after some time. You know, and then you look back and you're like, how in the world did I ever think that I was gonna, you know, want to be with them? You know, and you see them as a gross, you know. But when you're in the throes of heartache and longing and pain, that's where I feel like, you know, what this kind of is. Show me the partner, please. Show me this other person, please, for my Cusper. Show me a little bit about them. So we have the Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, immediately I feel like this is someone who's immature. This is like a strip club of a person. I feel, you know, someone who is. Then we have the Knight of Cups. Non-committal, okay? They're very interested in pleasure. They're all talk. You know, there isn't a lot of depth to them. You know, here with this Knight of Cups, with the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, it's not a very, it doesn't have any depth. It's a puddle. This person is a puddle of a person, a shallow one. You know, they just reflect. The only thing that you really see in them is what's within you. Your own capacities for love and goodness are being reflected back to you. If that makes sense. Okay, let's get some advice for you. The only thing is that these are just experiences that you have to have. You know, that must be experienced. I don't think that I think you're wasting your time with this person, and you should allow yourself time to feel and process, get them off of you, wash. I feel like you need to wash yourself clean of this person, you know. Okay, show me a little bit more about this person. I'm going to use this deck. Okay, so we have the Hermit. They could be a Virgo. Then we have the Tower, and then we have the Princess of Wands. 8 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It could be just a fling, and if you had gone on to this, or you're going into this thinking that it's going to be something that's going to be very long term here with the Hermit, the Tower, and the Princess of Wands, that I see you kind of flying out of it, better off, that it's ultimately something that an experience that will give you wisdom for yourself, because that's what we are here, as students of life, and that's one of the ways of being, and I guess that's not always easy. It's not easy to accept that. And how do you go about accepting when you have all of these very legitimate and real feelings and real, commitment, and you're committed to putting in the work, and the spark is there, the love is there, and everything comes crashing down because this person presented themselves as someone who they are not. They present themselves as someone who is capable and just as ready and willing as you are, and they're all talk. There's nothing really there. That it's like they're like a Casanova type of person. I keep thinking about the strip club, like it's just kind of like, ugh, gross and glitter and, synthetic fragrances and, ugh, something that's gross, you know. Uh, Maybe you find out something about, I think that you're going to find out something about this person that you really don't like, or you did, and you see something about them that breaks your heart, but you're so committed, and you have been so committed, maybe made great changes in your life to be with this person, and it can be, earth shattering, but it's in that destruction, like let it fall. You find out more about who you are and more about yourself. What's causing this tower here? What's causing this tower? Justice. Okay. And the Justice card here is the Eon. This is the this isn't the adjustment card. The card 11. This is wow. It's card 20, the Eon card. Wow, I can't even remember the name of the card. This is ridiculous. And it is almost like that. I feel like you're finding out this great revelation that because this is like a light that's shining onto something, and there's a naked character here. Maybe you catch somebody with somebody else in the act, and you catch somebody sleeping with someone else. maybe there's temptation for them. They're not able to stay in a committed relationship because you know, their personality type likes to dominate over others, and you know, they don't have, you know, if it's a man, you know, a type of man that doesn't have any real respect for himself and regard for himself, you know, that really hate women, you know, or the types of women who hate themselves, you know, and the only time they have any sense of self-worth is you know, through sex. That it is here, this is sexual, you know. Yeah, and then we have the Ten of Swords, this ruin, you know, talking about that it's just, look at this character, that's like the inside of this of this type of person, this type of energy that just leads to ruin, like Gollum, you know, like seems beautiful, but they're not, like you're gonna see the truth of somebody, but don't take that upon yourself. Don't allow yourself to see yourself as this type of energy. You know, you aren't that. You know, you gotta have, you forgive yourself. You know, your intentions. You know, examine your intentions about why were you attracted to that type of energy in the first place. You know, or why was that energy attracted to you? Because they want to like suck you dry, something, you know, like where they drain you and lead you to ruin. So if you find out now, hey, be glad. Because I've been in a situation with a horrible, you know, psychic, vampire, narcissist type of person who takes and takes and takes, where they gaslight and make you, push you to your very edge, to where you go crazy. And then, you know, you're the crazy one and they've left you, you know, they've taken everything from you, and they've taken you for, you've used you up until you're no good. And then you see yourself as this golem type of creature, you know, to where you're, all you see is blood, the blood of the situation, because it's shattered, it's broken. This is a hard energy. So we have the Six of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. It's almost like a hollow victory, you know, how I was saying, like, it's better to know now, but it's hurtful, it's painful, because it is a failure, it is, you know, I feel like you don't want to let this person go. You don't want to let this situation go, and you desperately need to. Desperately. Or you will end up in ruin, to where there is no awakening from that. There is no coming back, that they do steal your innocence. They do take that part of you. They do take your sun somehow, that inner light. They've drained you of your inner light. Like, you're not able to see past, because I keep looking at this owl and the Knight of Swords. So this is the Five of Cups, and this is a Knight of Swords. And I keep looking at it. He's so focused here on this energy, and there's no color here. It's just, you know, it's the Knight of Swords, this energy of looking, of searching, and this communication, but it's all red. You know, it's just bloody. It's your mind, your thoughts about it are bloody. You're going over it. You're replaying it, repetitions in your mind, and you're devastated. You're just utterly devastated by this. You won't get out of it. This is a hard place to be, you know. It's a hard feeling to have, you know. And sometimes it takes time to recover. And that makes me think of something that I had just read. I read Paralandra from C.S. Lewis, and in the end, they're talking, and it says that he says after a fall, it isn't recovery, you know, it's a creation. You know, he says some more, but I liked that, you know, that after a fall, it isn't recovery, that it's creation. That we take these falls in life, you know, and then we need this time to recover, but you are recreating, because if someone has taken your energy, you've also participated in that and given your energy. You've given your time, your thought, your body, your love, your care, your hope, your dreams, your hopes for the future, your creative energy, you know. And I feel like whatever the situation was that happened between you, whatever this other person did was really dirty and really seedy. This person is gross. This person is like a slimy creature of a being, like someone that's in a nice looking body, but what's within is just hideous and stinks. You know, this person stinks. And when you get enough time, you know, because it takes time, you know, you don't reach out to them, you don't want to communicate with them, and you can kind of start to get out of this cloud of your mind, of these experiences, and you can start to heal. All right, put yourself back together, being sure to take really good care of your body, eat well, you know, move around, don't lay in bed all the time, you know, try to get out and take a walk, and you know, and be, but you are creating, you know, you don't want to, because the word recover, right, is to recover, to cover again. You don't want to cover over those experiences. You don't want to bury them, you don't want to repress them, you want to allow them to come out. So it's like, I like this with the creating, because it's something new. You're not recovering old, you know, wounds. You're not putting a band-aid over your heart. No, you're recreating it. You're creating it anew from this tower, from this heartbreak that's soul shattering. Okay, what do you have for my cusper, please? Well, the two cards came out. I wasn't going to take them both, but I'm going to take them. So we have card 11, which is peace. Let's talk about those ideas, that creation. Ideas are stimulation for reflection. But mainly, anyway, just forget what, sometimes it's not about what the card says. It's about this peace, about this serenity, this calm, this Libra and Scorpio energy here, this setting of the sun, just that symbol right there, that's the symbol for Libra. This calm, I was talking about that still point. It's gate 11. 11 is the justice card. And we have that. Actually, it's funny because it came out and it's the Eon, but it's called justice. So that's kind of interesting. And we have this obstruction. And it's really this heartache that's the obstruction. Something has you completely blocked. It's blocking your peace of mind, blocking your ideas, blocking the flow of your heart, blocking the flow of your spirit. And only you can get it unblocked, because once you have separated yourself from this person and you've separated yourself from the experience and you're committed to healing in the body, I know I had watched, you know, I've been watching Michael Tsarian for many years, following his work, and it's helped me tremendously. And he had done many talks, and he talks about the psychic vampire, and he had, in a program they had done not too long ago on Enslaved earlier this year, maybe in July, on psychic vampirism, and the Saurian talked about as you know, come back from in the recovery stages, right, when you've separated from this person, that it's about soul retrieval. After you deal with the psychic vampire, these narcissistic energies that come in and take and just leave you for dead, that it's about soul retrieval. And I didn't really understand that, and then I was rereading some stuff, and I was rereading in this Waking the Tiger, the healing trauma book, and it was talking about that the soul retrieval is in the body, because your energy gets stuck in the body, and then you can't move, and your body is stagnant. The energy is stagnant, you know. And of course, I do body work, so I'm always going to be focused on the body, you know. And I'm up the, you know, following Wilhelm Reich and Alexandra Lowen, Ida Rolf, you know, this flow, the psychosomatic, you know, because our emotions and our mind are our body, right? We don't want to become armored. There's a reason why I was talking about this soul retrieval, and healing, you know, because it's like it takes part of you, but it doesn't take it because it gets stuck within your own self. Damn it, I lost my train of thought because I talk too much. Sorry, maybe it'll come back, or you got what you needed to get from that, or I said. Anyway, okay, sorry. This is why I don't do love readings, y'all. Right here. Okay. 26. Okay, let's get some advice and then we'll close. Trying to decide what deck I want to use. Let's get you know, it's a journey, and you know, and even in that I had loved so much, because you know, it could take years. It could take years to come to terms with these horrible, really big experiences. Not like the little ones, but this I feel like is a big experience, and that's why I'm bringing in some of these like heavy hitters like Tsarian and his work, you know, because this isn't for like, you know, your little heartbreak. No, this is like a soul shattering experience that has you completely stagnant, you know, in your heart and in your mind. And when you're stagnant in your heart and your mind, your body becomes stagnant, and over time that causes sickness. It causes pain in the body. It leads to ruin, you know. You know, this person isn't worth your ruin. So the two cards that have come out are protection and nourish. Courage here on the bottom of the deck. It's a beautiful little card. It's courage. The courage of the heart. The courage to love yourself. The courage to forgive yourself. The courage to move. You know, the courage to find joy. So we have the protection, which is Rowan, and the nourish, which is the plantain. Talking about that eating well. I feel like it's something about your body, you know, that it drains you. You know, it affects your immune system. Sadness and depression, heartache, potassium. You need to maybe have a blood work done, you know, and seeing what nutrients that your body needs, and you know, maybe trying to take really good care of your body, eating really nutrient foods, fresh foods, live food. Okay, protecting yourself, protecting your spirit from this person. Okay, because as you heal, okay, and as you become stronger again, and as you create and as you recover, because that's the energy that this person is attracted to in the first place, you know, they could maybe be attracted to you again. So make sure you protect your spirit from them, okay? And I mean doing this literally, like drawing a circles of, you know, imagining circles of energy around you, a protective sphere, all right, where they are not welcome anywhere near you. I don't like this person. I don't like people like that, you know, and it seems like they're everywhere now. You know, it really affects people's lives. Let's get a sister. Let's get a sister. Strength. Again, this was strength. You know, I talk about this a little bit, you know, like I wear on my necklace, it's this is an acorn that I wear. You know, oaks are my favorite tree, and the acorn is my favorite my favorite symbol, because it's so much about potential, you know, the strength of the oak, the beauty of that tree, you know, and what it represents, that the potential is always there, the potential for growth, the potential to create, you know, that I have that within me, you know, that it's with me, that I learn, you know, that I don't have to be afraid, that I take courage there. I don't know why I wanted to share that with you, to help you, because we all find it in different places, but it's within, you know, that strength is within, and I really think that's what the acorn symbolizes, is that the strength is within, and that's something that's so small, and it's so small, it's a tiny little acorn, you know, and it has the potential, when it's left to its own self, to grow, you know, in the earth and in the sun. It's naturally strong, maybe, you know, that you have that within you. You know, you just maybe need the courage to see it, the courage to find it. Okay. Let's call this. Self-love. An emotional release on the bottom of the deck. It's this emotional release. This self-love. All this little raindrops, all these little drops makes me think of the Three of Swords, which we do have. A lot of pain and a lot of sorrow, but we must go on. You know, like finding that light that's within you, that love of self, that courage, letting them go, letting it go. I wish you strength, and I wish you courage, Cusper.